Liftoff of about 7,000 pounds of science and cargo.
And with that, another SpaceX rocket is on its way to space, this time to the International Space Station. I think it's always like really cool to be able to watch a launch.
Yeah.
You do it in Florida all the time.
Right, but even like watching it here,
Yeah,
and they show all the different angles and stuff like that.
I like because now you can watch like the telemetry in live, you know, how fast it's going, what angle
right,
it is.
yeah, all of that. Well, what's particularly interesting about this one is that a North Carolina high school senior won a contest, and her experiment, it's on that rocket.
Genes in Space, it's an annual national science competition. It's an ideas competition. Students from grades 7 to 12 submit their ideas for a molecular biology experiment, and they take advantage of the environment of space to test our understanding of how living things reacts in conditions like microgravity and radiation.
Okay, well, this year's winner, Pristine from East Chapel Hill High School, beat out 800 other proposals. And you can see her here presenting her experiment, winning the contest, working on the experiment to set it up, and being mentored by other scientists as well.
When I was first getting involved in Genes in Space competition, I didn't really have a background in space biology. So one of the first things I did was just go to the internet and try and learn about the field. I learned about this study called the twin study. And so in it, one twin was sent to space while the other was on the Earth. And so that study documented the changes between the two. And of those changes, one really stood out to me, and it involved the twins in space's genes.
Okay, so in a very simplistic explanation,
Right over my head.
the experiment is going to look at the causes of why certain things happen to your DNA when you're in space versus what would happen to your DNA if you were on the Earth. And so the twin study, right? So Mark Kelly and his brother, right? He was in space for 1 year, he was on Earth for the other year, and so they kind of looked at their different DNAs. But her question was, but why? But why? Why does it happen? Why does the DNA lengthen, or why does it not lengthen? And so basically she's going to be putting, and this is very simplistic, my friends, glow sticks that are filled with synthetic DNA. And so they will glow more if the DNA grows longer or grow less if the DNA shortens up. So aging or not aging.
So a visual proof.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I love that.
And that's a simplistic way for me to describe it.
That's wild. Even if you are an adult and you are,
Yes.
the smartest scientists on the planet, I would say, how did you come up with that kind of science? It's the experiment. And now we've got a high schooler doing this.
Yes, and to think that she was one of 800. So there were all of these kinds of ideas that were coming out from kids. And then they get to be mentored by other scientists from MIT and Harvard and things like that. And they get to say, hey, this is what I did with my science ideas and whatever else. And here's what you can do for your lifetime of how do you publish things for science? What kind of career do you want to do? That kind of stuff.
So when she writes what you did over the summer,
I know, right?
essay the next year,
Right.
worked with NASA. What'd you do?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm excited to see what she does next. I mean, she could be the next creator of a new vaccine or solve
have no
cancer.
idea. Right.
I mean, I'm excited to see her
I don't
future.
know. Well, her next step is UNC Chapel Hill. You'd be happy about that. So she's going to college there for biochemistry and things that I said. I was a communications major. You need to
I don't even know
tell
what
me this
biochemistry
very
means.
simply.
Very good. Very good.